42 years of a family's bullshit drama has gotten wrapped up finally on this episode of the Rude Boys Power Hour Plus. Yes, it's 42 years. Don't...
No, I was doing the math.
Yeah, I know. I know you are. So I saw you counting on your hands and your toes.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
42.
Got a lot of fingers and toes.
So yes, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
We're talking about Star Wars this week. I'm Sherm.
I'm Tom. We have a special guest. We have Sean from Circling the Drain.
Woo!
Yep. Sean,
what's going on?
Sean, you want to come closer so you don't gotta yell?
I could probably shift this recording situation over. There we go.
Here,
perfect.
Here, I'll kneel in front of you like every other episode.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the only way he got this role on this show.
That is pretty accurate, actually.
And that's how you've gotten this role as well.
So we got Sean.
Start sucking.
Sean up in the mix. This is the first for Rude Boys Power Hour Plus. We're actually having a guest
from another show.
From a whole episode, yeah. But you have special guests here and there, or special episodes. This is the first core episode of the Rude Boys Power Hour Plus with a special guest, which is a third voice. And it is the Star Wars episode, and it is also the Christmas episode. So Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
This is what's going to happen. Yes.
Merry Christmas.
So let's get the festive feels
out of the way.
Sure. The festive feels.
Who's in your mouth? Guest first.
Whoa.
Who's in your mouth, guest?
Who's in my mouth? Well, absolutely none of the two Rude Boys. This is not how I got the guest spot on the show. But I will join in on this little segment and say I am drinking Angry Orchard Easy Apple. Because it's not as sugary and weighed down.
You're knocking everything
and
over.
I'm knocking over the empty Arizona cans because I'm a bull in a china shop. And that's how that works. But yes, I'm drinking the Easy Apple because the hardcore ones, I'm a big baby and it makes me even more hungover. And I don't want to deal with that tomorrow.
Now, you're a cider guy, right, Sean?
I am. Yeah. Ciders are
that's
light.
Pretty much that's your go-to. And
light, fluffy, and tasty.
Have you've tried...
That's what I tell the ladies.
God, you've tried the whole gamut of Angry Orchards out there?
I've branched the spectrum,
right?
a good portion, a good majority of all the Angry Orchards I have tried. The only one I don't like is the rosé, because that's almost like a carbonated
that's
wine, and I'm not that fancy.
Right, I hear you. Yeah.
All right.
Tommy, who's in your mouth?
I got Miller 64 with a fresh open.
Oh, sound effects
included. Damn right.
Rude Boys signature drink, Miller brand.
Miller, some brand. And who's in your mouth?
Speaking of, Miller 64 right here in my hand.
Ooh, there you go.
Not a fresh open because I was thirsty.
Yes.
I'm actually talking all this drink.
Clink
and thud it up, boys.
There we go.
Clink,
Let's get a little more. Let's get a little more sound effects.
Yeah.
Clink, thud.
Well,
there we go.
I'm spilling over the top.
Oh. Spilling on the equipment.
He's talking about his dick.
He calls his dick the equipment.
Damn right I do.
He's foaming at the mouth. So that was it for that fun stuff, Sean, like you know.
Right on.
So now we go right into Blitzkrieg News, Tom.
Blitzkrieg it up. All right, let's see if I don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
All right.
You've been one episode streak right
We're going to start in games as always.
Hold on. Let's open to newbies for anybody who's jumping into the Rude Boys podcast for the
it's
first
episode 61, motherfuckers.
What exactly is Blitzkrieg News?
Blitzkrieg News is, on paper, we are speedily going through the things that happened between last recording and this recording, and just kind of hit those news things up. Blitzkrieg is a bit of a, I guess, ironic thing because we usually take a long time to do it. We try to go fast, but it doesn't really happen.
So this is not...
This is the news segment.
So this isn't lightning news like Blitzkrieg would be. This is more like lazy Sunday afternoon news.
It's Blitzkrieg-ish.
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 Yeah.
Blitzkrieg-esque,
okay.
yes.
Okay. All right.
That doesn't really have much of a ring to it, so Blitzkrieg News.
Yes.
So already a minute of wasted time.
Yeah,
exactly.
Totally.
Perfect.
Uh-huh.
All right, games, state of play, indie showcase, the VGAs.
I should have researched this. So we had a bunch of...
Chris Hollywood.
We also don't do any research here on the episodes. All right, so a bunch of video game shows and events and things have happened. So you had the PlayStation State of Play, which was this, like, basically Sony ripping off Nintendo Direct and announcing a bunch of games and stuff like that. Something that comes to mind, Untitled Goose Game is coming out to PS4. We were just talking about that, Tom. It's a fun little...
Indie.
You're a goose simulator.
Yeah.
You're a fun little indie guy.
It's this month's indie darling.
Yes. They showed off more of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which is a new Sucker Punch game, which is probably going to be one of the last big PS4 games coming out.
Sure.
And a lot of that also was shown in the at the Game Awards also, which we'll get to.
Very cool.
Anything else coming out of the State of Play? Nothing really jumps out at me.
Okay.
Indie Showcase, though, anything that your boys would be into, they got a sequel to Axiom Verge, which is like a Metroid-like game coming out.
Okay.
Also, Sports Story, which I know people like this game called Golf Story came out on the Switch. It was like a golf sim RPG.
They love their Sims.
They love their Sims.
An RPG golf game?
Yeah, man. Like back in the day, like you had like Mario Golf on the Game Boy Color.
Okay.
It's the same vein, but now they're opening it up to more sports.
So you're not building up your street credit as a golf pro and cheating on your wife and getting beat up like Tiger Woods did?
But
Maybe
not the latter,
Oh, okay.
but maybe more of the former.
Because that would entice me to play that RPG.
Would actually be that would be another level of doing stuff like relationship building as a golf pro, maybe. Like stuff like that.
See how quick your power bar goes down by getting hit by your fucking putter from your estranged ex-wife? Sure, why not?
Another game I want to mention on the indie showcase was that this game called Super Mash, which is like basically you take two different genres of a game, and the game itself kind of like randomly generates a game based off those two genres. So like there's like platform shooter or like stealth RPG and stuff like that. It just came out, I believe, on Steam, and it's coming out to Switch in like March. It's pretty interesting. I want to take a look at it. That's just something I want to highlight because I'm personally interested in that. The other games were kind of just like, oh, that's neat.
Okay.
You know? And also the Game Awards came out. That's Jeff Keighley's award show for the video games. I think the big winner was Control. No research done on the Rude Boys Power Up Plus.
Yeah.
But
I did watch trailers. I mean, some of the trailers I saw looked pretty good.
Your boys would be into. The XMen DLC for the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Hell yeah.
So that's coming out. Tom, who's in that pack?
That is going to include Phoenix, Cable, Iceman, and Gambit.
Yes.
Wow,
so this
I
is
can't
the
believe I
second
did
of
not fuck that
third
up.
DLC pack coming out from Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I also saw the trailer for No More Heroes 3.
Yeah, that looks
I'm
pretty
a fan
good.
of No More Heroes, so I'm excited that's coming out proper. Yeah, nothing else really coming to mind, Nation. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
we like to basically cultivate all this news. And just it's not everything. It's just
it's Blitzkrieg. With the video game awards.
Lightning.
With the video game awards,
Lightning.
We get lost a lot more because it's not actually getting aired on TV. So like it's hard to actually watch it.
Yeah.
Actually,
even though it should be easier to watch,
it's almost impossible to watch.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's not on TV, it's not watchable.
Right.
Moving along. 2K finds a new studio to work on the next BioShock.
Yep. So they founded a company called, I believe it was like Cloud Company or something like that, and they're making the new BioShock. That's really it.
Cool.
See, that's a perfect Blitzkrieg news nugget right
there. There you go.
That's all the news we were given. New BioShock's coming. Okay.
MLB The Show to go multi-platform.
Yeah. So this was something that was came out of nowhere.
Okay.
So MLB The Show has been pretty much a predominantly Sony exclusive because it's made by Sony first party.
Mm-hmm.
They re-upped their contract with Major League Baseball, and I guess something along in the contract was like, listen, Major League Baseball saying, we want to reach a broader audience.
Yes.
So I want to go on more platforms, and Sony's, to their credit, is doing it.
Okay.
When they tweeted out the news coming out from Major League Baseball and PlayStation, I think Worldwide Studios or something like that, both official Nintendo and Microsoft Twitter accounts retweeted it. So that it's happening, man. This is a weird future we're living in right now.
Absolutely.
And I believe the earliest is going to be probably MLB The Show 2021, which will be next year's edition. Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that Nintendo is releasing a baseball game and Mario will not be involved?
That is correct.
Mind
not since
blown.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Mind
Worldwide
blown.
Slugfest.
Not since Ken Griffey Jr. was MVP of whatever baseball season that was, because I know nothing about sports.
But hey, you have the opportunity to. Actually,
That's
you're
true.
a Sony guy, so if you wanted, you would have done it already.
Redbox to get out of the video game biz.
Yeah. That's just what they're doing.
I saw that and heard
check
that
their website because there's some deep discounts if you're looking to buy just the disc.
Right.
So
heavily
check that
scratched,
out.
used as a coffee holster.
Jizz stains.
Oh God.
MK11 to allow crossplay between PS4 and Xbox One players. I just saw this
news.
recently.
Nice. Okay.
Against each other?
Yeah.
So, like, one person, I could be playing on PlayStation and you're playing on Xbox?
Yep.
Oh, that's going to cause some wars.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing that with like Fortnite and Minecraft has all crossplay.
Oh, wow.
But I think this is the first. Is this the first time that Sony and Xbox are doing a crossplay?
I know Sony opened up, I believe, with like Minecraft or something like that. But I know Xbox, I don't know where everything stands right now. I know, Microsoft and Nintendo.
I was just gonna say,
PC and stuff like that, and on the phone for like Fortnite and shit. But I believe this is one of the first. Sony's been dipping their toes in the crossplay.
Dipping their tips.
I mean, to be honest, in the same vein of going back to, MLB The Show, that'd be a great idea to set up your own virtual, baseball teams.
Yeah.
And being like, Xbox versus PlayStation. Yeah. We're over here on the West Coast. Look out, East Coast. Suck it.
Neat. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. They probably have crossplay for that, too.
I'm sure they already do.
They will,
There's probably Twitch, streamings of, people commentating and be like, Xbox One versus PS4.
Yeah, they'll definitely do that.
Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. No, MLB The Show.
Right.
Sony to bring back button accessory for PS4 controllers.
Well, so you should have said that as they're bringing a back button. They're not bringing it back.
Oh, bringing it back.
Yeah, it's just
button.
weird. So this is
cool.
no, it's fine.
Sony said to hell with buttons.
It's just as confusing as that sounds. They're putting
read good.
Do I have a PS4 controller handy? Yes, I do. All right, so here we're not a visual medium.
Okay.
So what's happening, boys, is that there's this controller accessory that's going to clip onto the bottom,
right?
And then on the back there's an OLED screen with two buttons right here,
right?
That you can program them to be anything on this thing. On this controller, so if you want to instead of using your thumbs,
right?
Because they're right there.
You can use
your trigger
fingers,
middle fingers, whatever. You can use any finger.
I guess that would be the variation of sort of ring
you could
fingers.
Use ring, or you could do middle. Because I know when I do the shoulder buttons, I'm pretty much pointer finger.
But why?
So.
For why? Because this one of two things. One, it's accessibility because Microsoft over the past year has gone some incredible strides making accessible controllers for everybody.
Okay, for people without thumbs.
People without thumbs, people who don't have motor controls.
People who have played games for so long they've developed arthritis in their pointer fingers and their middle fingers that now they have to revert to their ring fingers.
Okay. They also have the Elite controller, which this could be a little bit of dipping the tips in. For doing something like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just have your button right here. Whatever.
Sure.
I don't know. It's not for everybody. But maybe it might be a look at what the PS5 controller could do.
To be honest, initially I thought when he had said that, I thought we were going back to the Z button that we had on the N64 controller.
Now, it's funny you say that.
This is a generic...
Because there is going to be a Z button
There's actually a lot of memes that are coming out where they take a cover of Animorphs,
and
you see the PS4 controller, and then you see a third leg come out of this, and then it's the N64 controller. Everyone's just well, here we go again.
This is the XYZ button. Yep. Why not?
Okay.
Check your zipper. Not you, XYZ.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, man, that was a good one. I like that. I didn't even think of that.
Multiplayer DLC coming to Luigi's Mansion.
Yep, that just got announced, and I believe it's actually releasing out soon. Yeah, it's part of the Scarescraper stuff, Tom. Cool. I know I didn't look at it. I don't know if you or your brother looked at it. Cool.
New characters, or are you still just Luigi?
You're still all Luigis, but now you're actually, instead of being pink Luigi, blue Luigi, you're Luigi in an Elvis costume, Luigi in a mummy costume. They're being cute about it.
In that case, why not bring back all 4 characters from Mario 2? Put everybody in Luigi's Mansion being scared.
You already got Peach and Toad and Mario already in the game. I don't see why not. Just,
make them ghost versions of themselves that are now good guys and they're traveling through and talking to their real versions.
I can dig that.
The Nintendo PlayStation is hitting auction.
Yeah, so the Nintendo PlayStation, you don't even remember this. It was at the Retro Convention, I think the second year we went. So the Nintendo PlayStation, back when CD technology was becoming into the 16-bit generation, Microsoft, was nowhere near it. Nintendo and Sony were hey, let's make a new console or an add-on for the Super Nintendo. They came up with the Nintendo PlayStation. That deal fell through.
Okay.
And Sony was well, fuck you guys. I'm going to make my own thing. And it turned out they're making the PlayStation, which... There you go.
Interesting.
So, this is a prototype that was kicking around in someone's basement for fucking years, and someone was holy shit, look at that thing. It's basically the missing link
and that
of the console stuff. And it was that...
That was the system that it could play discs and cartridges at the same time?
I don't think this model in particular. I think the brainchild,
that was their grand scheme.
Exactly, yes. Right. This one, I believe, just could play discs. Okay. But we did see it at, I think it was the second year of the Long Island Retro Gaming Convention when they were at the Upsky.
Okay.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But it's hitting auction because the guy who currently owns it is like,
Needs money.
I'm losing money.
I got alimony
showing this
payments
thing
coming
off.
up.
You know what I mean?
Right,
It's
I
like
hear
this
ya.
is no one's paying me to show this thing off. So it's going up for auction. Yeah, and it'll probably do very well because
Alright.
retro is what's fucking happening.
There's a
boys.
lot of gamer weirdos that will pay top dollar for
Absolutely.
that piece of memorabilia.
Are we done with game talk?
That's yeah.
Okay, real quick, something I forget to mention in the Game Awards thing, they fucking debuted the new Xbox.
Yeah.
That's probably, I mean, it's kind of weird because there's a lot
Looks like a
of
trash can.
weird news going on. So the new Xbox is now just going to be called Xbox.
Yeah.
They are freeing themselves up from any sort of naming conventions to kind of be like, oh, maybe in 2 years you'll get like here's a newer model or something like that. You know, like
Right.
what everyone does with their phones. So like,
Here's the newer
it is
box.
what it is.
Right.
So the one they showed off was the Xbox Series X. It's fully backwards compatible from
That's pretty
Xbox
cool.
original to 360 to One to
Wow.
this, which is
Nice.
already a weird naming convention I
Okay.
just did right there.
Yeah.
And apparently you can also share save states. So like if like Tom or people who have an Xbox One in the basement, they want to play a game,
Right.
take it upstairs to your Xbox, the new one or whatever. Same, it's all
Interesting.
So they're pretty good. Microsoft right now is kind of on the ropes. I feel, especially with this generation after they kind of bungled it. So they want to do different things. That's why they were really focused on Game Pass and backwards compatibility
right.
and stuff that's I think getting a lot of fans back.
Sure.
So who knows? Maybe
Cool.
they can keep it going.
Keep it
And
real
honestly, just a little key liner that not too many people know about is when the next Xbox does come out, within 2 to 3 months, it will red ring, so that this way you feel nostalgic of the original Xbox and a couple of the Xbox Ones.
There you
So
go.
just to keep you
Yeah,
there.
just
Don't
get
worry. Wrap
Also-
a wet towel around it and put a fan in front of it. I don't know what all these
that is a
troubleshoots
true-
things to
that
get
is a
rid of a
true
red
thing.
ring. Just buy Sony.
You had to like overheat
Or
it
Nintendo.
personally
Yeah,
to get the
yeah.
thing go. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
just
a weird time.
virtually punch Bill Gates in the face by
You had to get-
Sony or Nintendo.
Yeah, you had to get a Ouija board to like get rid of the
Something.
red ring. Yeah.
Demon, yeah.
Pray and hope.
Big
Be
shocker.
like, why did I buy the Ford version of video games? My bad.
Big shocker. Nothing in comics.
Nothing in
Though
comics.
the only thing I can say is people are turning sour on the like XMen stuff that's going on, like the
The Jonathan Hickman stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people are just like kind of over it. Like it doesn't work. Like I think I told you. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, it's kind of
It
like
doesn't. It doesn't work. Like what
I've
he.
forgotten how in-depthly nerdy this show gets. My bad.
What
pretty
he
bad.
what he does with what he did with East of West works perfectly. What he tried to do the same thing with X-Men doesn't work so much. So
Right, okay. All right,
people are
sweet.
turning kind of sour on it. So we'll see if because rumor has it he's trying to get fired from X-Men as well
All right.
by giving Wolverine 2 dicks. I think I told you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is one made of adamantium?
No,
Damn. Now what's of use?
It's made of aluminum.
move it.
Even if a chick gets mad and bites it off, it regenerates.
Move it.
See no
I mean,
videos
wouldn't
on
it? Yeah, it probably
Pornhub?
would.
Watch
It would
out.
regenerate anyway,
Would.
whether it was made out of adamantium or not.
That dude, he never has to deal with whiskey dick. I never thought
Exactly.
of
Actually,
that.
wait, does Wolverine's
Why didn't
adamantium
Wolverine
grow back,
just
or
become-
just his organic tissue?
I think it's just his organic tissue.
Well, my
that's
question
why
is...
hold on. That's why in Age of Apocalypse.
I got him going.
That's why in Age of Apocalypse
Uh-huh.
he only had one hand.
True. Yeah, but the claws did pop out.
The claws did pop out, but the nerves got.
Because you couldn't just have a fucking floppy hand.
exactly.
All right, I got you.
Yeah. What was
I
your
mean,
question?
Well,
a
my
good visual.
question is, I mean, like, you know, why be a superhero? Just, you know, become a porn star. Like, you know,
Right?
if you're always, like,
Watch out,
heavy,
Ron Jeremy.
heavy
Watch out.
hammered and ready
Plastic
to
Man
go.
is coming for ya.
Logan's coming.
Yeah,
Literally. That's a good
yeah.
title. You
Oh,
know,
boy.
Logan's coming 5. I didn't see 1 through 4. I'm going to be
Yeah,
a little
me too.
confused.
Moving on to movies. Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 releasing the same day
Yeah,
in
there
May
was some
2021.
release date shuffling going
Yeah.
on.
Awesome.
Yeah, so-
I cannot wait to do that double feature in the future.
no,
I'm going to be there.
I want a triple feature because I want the new Bill and Ted movie to get released the same day.
That's the opening to Bill
the
and
pre-
Ted.
the
Bill and
prequel.
Ted will come out like 2 to 3 weeks later, and you know, in my mind, and everybody will be clamoring to see it because they'll be on that kick of John Wick and Neo.
And
Yes.
also,
They're like, oh my God, Wild
What-
Stallion
what,
really is
2021?
going to set world
2021.
peace.
2021, yeah. Trailer talk.
Trailer
Trailer
talk.
talk.
Let's talk about some trailers.
Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds, where he plays a NPC.
Right, yes.
And
in like a Grand Theft Auto.
You look so
online.
surprised by the fact that I knew that.
No, because I thought we were talking about the James Bond one first, but okay.
I'm going by the.
You're going in the order that they were written.
Yes.
Right, I got you. I forgot which order they were written.
Yes.
No research. Yeah, Free Guy. It looks cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's people are very optimistic with the video game movies now. I mean, after Detective Pikachu and the turnaround of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That
But yeah, whatever. It looks cute. It's obviously not tied to a license or anything,
No.
a franchise. So like they can do some funny stuff. It might be a little cringy in like the pixels stuff,
Sure,
where it's just like, wow, this dude's doing the floss dance. Like, get it? Like, okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you already got my eye roll.
Yep.
Wonder Woman 84. Did you see this?
I did see this. Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
It does. It does. Definitely looks like they're gonna ham up the 80s a lot. I do like the fact that Maxwell Lord is in there.
That's Pedro Pascal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Which funny thing is, with Maxwell Lord, you didn't even know that he was a villain or anything like that until the 2000s when in the comics when Wonder Woman snapped his neck.
Huh. Okay.
So yeah,
And also, Kristen Wiig is Cheetah?
Yes.
I'm guessing? Okay,
Yep.
cool.
And Chris Pine's coming back as
Right.
Steve Trevor.
Right, okay, cool. Cool soundtrack, right? Because it
yeah.
was, what is it, NXS? How does it
Yes. Yeah, I believe
Right.
it was.
Which I saw a fun, like, Star Wars mashup to that trailer, which is lightsaber fights, the song.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
Nice.
pretty cool.
We'll
Did you
have
see
to
the
check
Wonder
that out.
Woman trailer, Sean?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Very cool. Trailer we did see this morning, though.
Uh-huh.
As per recording.
Yes.
No Time to Die, the new James Bond
Yes.
movie. The movie looks really good. I mean, Daniel Craig has just been killing it as James Bond. Have you seen any of the James?
I actually have
Bonds?
not. I've only
Have
really
you ever
seen
the Pierce
the
Brosnan?
Pierce Brosnan ones. Yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty much it.
Sadly,
yeah.
those movies are really not kind of geared to us. Like, as
Well, I
far
dug
as the
GoldenEye.
James...
What's the Pierce Brosnan ones? Or the...
Yeah, I kind of
Okay.
feel like as far as the James Bond series goes, they kind of went with the cookie-cutter idea of Sean Connery and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a good majority, even up to Pierce Brosnan, as good as they were and everything like that, they were also kind of very boring in the same style.
Which is probably
and I
why
kind
I
of
dropped
feel that
off
when they introduced
Bonds,
Daniel
yeah.
Craig, they gave it kind of more of the Jason Bourne feeling and
Okay.
style,
That's a
and
good
made
point.
it more like
So, like,
general to us.
It had to evolve the franchise.
Yes,
a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I also feel that like the picking of actors that played the villains are just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
From Christoph Waltz to Javier Bardem to Mads Mikkelsen, like everybody's been
I'm
good
sure-
so
I'm
Dave
sure-
far.
Batista.
Yeah, I'm
Dave
sure.
Bautista,
I'm sure Rami
you know.
Malek's gonna do
Rami
great.
Malek.
Rami
looks really
Malek looked
fucking
awesome. I
dope,
didn't
yeah.
even like after we saw the trailer. Like I was literally sitting there going, "Oh shit, he's in it too!
Right,
That's
right, yeah.
amazing!" Like
That's pretty cool.
It's just But the other funny thing is too is I don't know if they did all their research, but the font that they're using for
That's
the
like an old school
title
font, right?
for the new James Bond
For, like, the
movie
older books?
looks exactly like the Love Boat, which is just making
Oh.
everybody
I
laugh
think,
their
yeah.
nuts off. Is
I
like,
remember seeing that, yeah.
Interesting.
I
but
did
one
see
of the
that
other
meme.
very cool plot lines
This
that they
trailer
never
came out right after we recorded last episode, so that's
Oh,
why it's
yeah.
like... I remember
one of-
seeing all that.
One of the other very cool liner notes to the idea of this new Bond is they really placate to his age. To the
Right.
fact that James Bond is getting older, everybody who's involved in MI6 and everything is 20 years younger than he is, and they don't kind of all agree on the same wavelength, but it still kind of works out.
Right.
But it's just it does look very entertaining, and I'm really looking forward to this new
Nice.
one. Should be a good
Nice,
time.
nice.
Ghostbusters Aftermath. This was like a teaser.
A bit of a teaser
Yeah.
trailer. I mean, it was a couple minutes long.
Yeah.
It has Finn Wolfhard and
Paul Rudd's in it.
Paul Rudd, thank you very much.
You see Ecto-1, which is pretty
Yep.
cool.
You see Ecto One, a lot of callbacks and stuff, and a lot of flashbacks
Yeah.
to the original, the first two Ghostbusters movies.
Sure, yeah.
Whatever.
No, I haven't even seen this trailer, so I'm going
Okay.
to ask a bunch of questions. I understand the original cast is back.
Well,
Who
as
does
much as
that-
they could be.
well,
I'd imagine.
I mean,
Yeah.
and they didn't feature any of them in the trailer, so I don't know.
Yes,
what
Ernie
capacity they'll be in.
Hudson.
I know it's
Ernie Hudson,
yes,
Dan
Dan
I
Aykroyd,
said Ernie
Bill
Hudson.
Murray,
Did you say
and
that was the
Sigourney
first name I
Weaver.
said.
What about Dan Aykroyd, Tom?
You are cutting
All
me
right, what
off.
about Ernie Hudson?
Whoa!
And I do know that Harold Ramis is in it in some form.
Sure. Right. He's one of the ghosts. Ho!
Actually, I think he is. No, I'm serious. I think he is a ghost. A ghost. Top Gun Maverick. I cannot.
I saw it for the first time before.
I can't wait for this movie.
Wars, so.
I love the first one. Like, you know, gay volleyball and all. Like, it's just such a fun movie. Sean,
did you say volley gay balls? What did you say?
Volley gay balls. Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
The whole she's lost that love and feeling in the bar. Like, it's just such a, and with this trailer, it does look like a lot. There are a lot of callbacks to the first one.
Oh, absolutely.
You
I
see
think
them
they're
playing
playing
football on the beach.
Yeah.
So they're playing gay lubed up football this time.
But with females this time.
Hey, all right.
With females.
Right, you know, that's true.
They're allowed to fight.
Oh wait, I can't assume that they're females, right?
I saw boobs, so I'm assuming they're females. I don't give a shit.
Are we hitting that? We also saw the Bad Boys for Life trailer.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
that wasn't on the list.
did.
We saw that before Star Wars. Are we peaking on 80s, 90s nostalgia now, guys? Do you think this is it? Because, like, the last Terminator didn't do great. The last Alien-related movie didn't do great. Like, are we... What's going on? What's going on?
I think we've kind of
Is it working? Is it not?
I mean, like...
You mean bringing these movies back, or like...
For, like, sequels?
Okay,
and,
yeah.
like,
I thought you meant, like, with Wonder Woman 84, like...
No, that's not really...
Viewing the
I wouldn't call that.
But, like,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about bringing back these franchises, polishing them up, putting them out there, and nobody taking them, you know?
Oh, yeah, no. I definitely think
we're
hitting the edge of it.
Right.
I kind of feel like there's very little franchises left, especially since The Matrix is now getting a fourth one. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that we've hit almost the glass ceiling, and I don't think we're gonna break through of like any further like blockbusters of old series.
Sure.
I just don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But hey, people are still doing it, so because it's an easy like
don't get me
baseline
wrong.
money to get.
Yeah. Last movie in trailer talk is Tennant with it's
we
the
also
new
saw
Christopher
that.
Nolan.
Yeah. I really wasn't like. I mean, I have a
It looked confusing.
idea of a premise of it, but like I was expecting a little more.
It's Interception.
Pizzazz. Like they showed a little bit about of the car crash going in reverse.
Right.
But like they were just almost like.
Right.
Like again, not a visual medium, but the guy's just like, whoa, like isn't that crazy? Like it is crazy. I just saw it. It's crazy.
I do enjoy the fact that Robert Pattinson's getting more and more work.
Yes.
He's in that.
Was in that?
He's one of the bigger
He's
roles.
the partners.
He was the dude. He was the dude behind like the blurred out mirror that we couldn't tell. Like
that was him.
Yeah.
Huh.
And his name was there because I was looking.
Right. Okay.
Because apparently he does research before your show.
Tom does research.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Tommy Cash can't be messed with.
And our big...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the Rude Boys. I'm not on my own show. Tommy Cash can't be fucked with.
That's true.
Moving on to TV.
All right, Tom.
Marvel Television to close and fold into Marvel Studios proper. We knew this was
going to happen with Kevin
Feige.
And Kevin Feige taking control of Marvel Television.
Yep.
And so it's all now Marvel Studios.
Exactly.
And obviously a whole bunch of shit got canceled and not renewed and this and that. So
which is good
makes sense.
Because they can start like using maybe Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. showing up and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's...
They could.
You know, if they
want
to.
Honestly, more than likely, it's just
all the Disney Plus
the
shows
Plus
are
going forward. That's what it's
going to be part of. Are going to be intertwined with the MCU.
I still like going back to the Black Widow trailer. Having William Hurt always still show up as General Ross.
Yeah,
because that was something that like he's a pretty big player, I think, in the Marvel universe. And to only just be in that Hulk movie,
right?
That kind of sucked. Yeah. But then he showed up in
Civil War.
Civil War, thank you.
Yes. Showed up in Infinity War,
right?
Yes.
And he showed up at the end of Endgame.
Yes.
And like, I dig it. And like,
we
just
didn't say
having
what
him back, but bring all that stuff back.
Yeah,
fuck
it's been a couple of months. Iron Man dies.
That's true.
Which I mean, it would be very cool if they keep using William Hurt and Red Hulk gets introduced in the MCU.
However, I do honestly hate the fact that Ang Lee dropped the ball and Sam Elliott lost the character role as, William Hurt's character. But anyway, whatever.
Willow Show in the works on Disney Plus, I saw.
Okay, cool.
With, Val Kilmer supposedly coming back.
They putting him on Slim Fast? Because he's got pudgy over the years.
Warwick Davis will be back, which is awesome.
I'm sure he weighs the same.
The eight consecutive roles he played in Harry Potter, he's good at this point. He can come back to recapture the Willow role.
He was also an Ewok.
We're not gonna hold that against him.
He was Willow. Wicket.
Wicket. Enough of your Ewok racism.
I hate Ewoks.
Trailer talk for TV.
Okay.
Black Widow.
The Outsider. Coming to HBO.
Did see this.
This is a Stephen King.
Spooky.
Yeah, it's a Stephen King book made into a show. Jason Bateman's in it.
Yes.
Sold.
It's about some kid gets murdered and they think Jason Bateman's character does it, but then it's like, creepy things ensue because it's a Stephen King.
It's a Stephen King thing. The devil's involved.
Yes.
Turns out his son Michael Cera did it, but no, wait, that's Arrested Development. Never mind. Wait a second. There's another Stephen King series that's not going to be on Netflix. My goodness, I thought they had in.
What was the other one?
Well, movie you mean?
Is this a movie?
No,
this is a series.
Yeah.
No, what was the other series that was on?
Castle Rock.
Castle Rock was on Hulu.
Oh, that was on Hulu. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry,
dude.
Just for the listeners who don't know, I don't stream, so I may sound like a retard, but I'm just old.
Oh, that's it for TV.
Okay, cool.
We got two.
Nothing for wrestling.
Oh fuck! Right.
Oh man!
All right.
I thought he did all the research for this show, but apparently he lacks.
Because this is just like
wrestling news. The WWE is terrible, and they need to step up their game.
That's news.
No. Wrestling.
Old wrestling news. The WWE is terrible, and they need to step up their game.
Wrestling news.
Yes.
NWO and Batista to headline class of 2020 Hall of Fame. And when I say NWO, X-Pac is involved, apparently.
Yeah.
I thought the NWO was already inducted.
So
now
they all came out when Scott Hall and Nash got inducted.
So now all three of the original NWO are double ring.
Yep.
Wow.
And X-Pac will be a double ring.
X-Pac will be a double ring, yeah.
They're including X-Pac in there.
For DX.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Not go in as himself.
Technicality.
He could be a 3.
X-Pac is a one-ring Hall of Famer. Six-Pac is a one-ring Hall of Famer. X-Pac doesn't have 2 rings. Fuck him.
Was he 6? He's
6
Pac
either way. He's got 2 different games with 2 different rings.
So there you go.
Screw that.
So yeah,
I don't
go
care.
as the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Yeah, there it is.
The kid.
If the 1, 2, 3 kid gets inducted in like 20 years, it's possible. 3 ring champion.
So moving on to the 2 big blitzes.
Big Blitz. This is when we highlight. This is when we slow down Blitzkrieg news, Sean.
Okay.
And then we just focus on one thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is unlike anything we've done already.
Yeah. X-Pac is apparently getting 2 rings.
No.
That's not Blitzkrieg.
Avatar hits 10-year anniversary. And moving on to better stuff. The Simpsons hit 30 years. Look at you. You make me so proud. You bolded all this crap.
Yeah, I know I have to make it easy for you.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's a TV milestone.
Is that really cool? That's just like the ravages of age. Like we're just getting fucking old,
The Simpsons has hit 30 years.
Yeah,
I said 30 years. So
on television.
I believe December 17th. Well, not considering the Tracy Ullman shorts.
Right.
I believe like December 17th, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
89.
Sure.
Was the Simpsons holiday special? I think it was called Simpsons roasting on a fire or some shit like that.
Yes.
Basically, where they get Santa's little helper.
The introduction of Santa's little helper.
On hard times becomes a mall Santa and this and that.
The same year that Tim Burton's Batman came out, 89. Beautiful, place to be. Yep, totally.
I see.
So
I look at it as this. A good thing, because I don't look at myself getting old. I look at myself getting better, like a fine wine.
Oh, okay.
Seasoned.
Or pickled.
Tommy Cash. Seasoned,
I'm more pickled.
Wow.
So,
pickled.
I mean, it's 30 years.
I'm
want to talk about some Simpsons memories, guys?
Sure.
Like, you guys used to watch it growing up? Or?
Oh, yeah. Every Sunday right before Married with Children.
Okay.
I used to watch it. I really didn't watch it too much on the Tracy Ullman show because...
Yeah, same.
I didn't have cable. Like, if I was at my grandma's, I'd watch it on the Tracy Ullman show. But I really started watching it, when it hit Fox.
Yeah.
I mean, some of my favorite episodes was like when they brought Santa's little helper to obedience school.
Okay.
Right.
I don't want to choke my dog, ma'am. Or when Bart uses Santa's little helper to get a credit card.
Okay.
Santa's L help.
Thank you,
L helper.
Santos.
Like I like
The
that
Laddie
shit.
episode, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and the Treehouse of Horrors are
Yeah,
I was just
just
gonna say,
amazing.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Like fucking classic.
I remember my cousins, they lived in Florida at the time. They would come up and they would watch The Simpsons, and I think I must have been like 5 or 6 or something like that. I wasn't allowed in the room because like The Simpsons had that not that mentality, but I guess like that stigma
Sure.
at the time,
Sure.
where it was just like it's not for kids.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
you know
yeah,
the shit that's
uh-huh.
on now,
Mhm.
that shit ain't for kids.
Right.
But like that's what The Simpsons was
In the
then,
late 80s, early 90s,
exactly,
that was
yeah.
the most
It was
risque
so
thing.
taboo.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think there was I remember this kid in like kindergarten or first grade. He had a shirt. It was a Bart on it, and it said something like "I don't give a damn" or something like that.
Or like eat my shorts or some shit.
Well, no, it said "damn" or something.
Oh, okay.
And the mother put like glue or something on "damn" so he could still wear his Bart Simpson
Right,
shirt, but he
okay.
didn't say a bad word. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy. But like, I mean, I used to. I feel like up to about like season 10 or 11, I saw every episode.
Yeah.
And I just knew it. And I remember the one episode where I think it was called Homer Gets a Quadruple Bypass. I never saw it for the longest time, and I just like stumbled upon it before DVDs came out, and I saw it, and I was like, "Good, I'm complete." And I don't think I went back to the series
Right.
after that. Like, like every so often I would check in, and like, you know, it's the quality right now is
iffy.
a little hit or miss.
Yeah, I mean, you have like when Mr. Burns getting shot.
That was classic.
That I liked. Anything.
That was a cliffhanger episode that led from one season to another.
Yeah. Anything with Sideshow Bob.
That was a good running thread. Yeah,
that was that. Like when Sideshow Bob married Aunt Selma.
Yep.
Selma and Patty, man, they like
they were good. They were good.
On right now, as per recording, FXX is playing, and it's probably going into while we're still recording because they're playing every season. Past the episode where Patty and Selma loans Homer money.
Oh, so he's basically like their
slave.
bitch.
Yeah, and he ends up saving them at the DMV for losing their promotions. I was like, that's
good stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, they have heartwarming moments, you know.
Oh yeah. I mean, one of my favorite things is like going back to Sideshow Bob. You have die, Bart. Die written on your chest. No, that's German for the Bart. The. Well, anyone who speaks German can't be a bad person. That shit fucking made me lose it first time I heard it.
Zingers, man.
That is honestly my favorite episode of The Simpsons. Like, there are so many key parts of that. Like, hey, who wants to drive through the through the cactus patch? Me, no! Up 2 against 1, gotta go.
Or
now. When I step on your, when I say, hello, Mr. Thompson, and stamp on your foot, you just nod. Hello, Mr. Thompson. Stamp, stamp, stamp. I think he's talking to you.
Or when they're on...
Oh, my God.
Or when they're in the movie theater and he's smoking cigars like Cape Fear.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like an Earnest movie or something.
Yeah. When they're on the...
when Bart is scampering back and forth between the sides of the boat, and one's infested by, like, I think it's like eels or eels or something. The other one's alligators.
Yeah.
And he goes back again and he's like, I forgot about that.
Right.
Same episode where, for whatever reason, Sideshow Bob he's caught in a field of rakes. Yeah. And he just keeps like just so much like I mean we could do a whole episode just on The Simpsons.
Might have to.
We may have to. And that's it for Blitz.
Wait a second. Let me just counterbalance because I'm so used to doing the circling the drain thing to bring back to another memory. My favorite Simpsons memory ever was, for you, those of you who don't know, me and Tom Cash on this side have been friends forever, so anytime I go to the movies, he's usually with me. When we went to go see the Simpsons movie, it was one of the rainiest, stormy days ever, so it was a nightmare to get there. However, it was the one time I ever went into a movie theater where every single theater was showing the Simpsons movie. Because that's how big this dog really was. Every theater sold out, and just the panic on every employee's face where they were like, let me see your ticket. You're in 7. You're in 4. You're in 3. We literally were in a crowd of people with like just elbows to assholes trying to make it through like a bunch of just grunions running. And basically, and not even basically, all the time, all day, everybody was going to see the Simpsons movie. And it was just mind-blowing that situation had actually happened. Jesus so, yeah, that was my Simpsons, crazy. Moment.
Yeah. And this was before the age of assigned seating.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
you had couples. What you had a boyfriend sitting up top, a girlfriend sitting in the first row. So like, yeah.
And then even in the theater, like 5 minutes into the movie, you got those late day stragglers who were just like, Maggie, where are you? Did you save my seat? Hey, shut the hell up and sit down in the front row, you sucker. But yeah, Simpsons memories are always worth it.
Absolutely.
And that is all we have for Blitzkrieg. Which is Chinese for ping pong.
Catch up. Like he's gonna catch up these balls. Catch up with your boys. Rude Boys catch up. Let's catch up. Nation,
let's catch up.
Catch up with your boys.
Yeah, Nation, you know what? We also want you to catch us up with what you've been up to as well on our social medias.
Shaking my head no.
Alright, cool. Hey, look, I'm trying to, get them more involved.
Oh, we'll get them involved. Don't worry.
Oh, boy.
So, what have you been up to, Tom?
I finished this series 11/22/63.
Okay. That's a James Franco time travel.
James Franco. Right? It's based off of Stephen King.
There he is again.
Book. It's based off probably one of my favorite Stephen King books.
Okay.
Pretty much. James Franco goes back in time to try to stop the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
Okay.
And insanity ensues with time travel, as always.
Yeah, Stephen King.
Sure. I would say you and Bonnie should watch it.
I think we made an attempt. We just didn't.
Don't, because there is a animal death.
Oh yeah,
like
that's a no-go.
Yeah. That's why I have to kind of vet these shows before I can recommend them.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
So you could be like, if Bonnie's ever like, oh, let's watch this. Nope, can't watch that.
Nice.
Tom said no.
Appreciate that.
So yeah, a very cool show. I know you don't watch shit on your own.
Right. Well, I mean, I do watch a couple things on my own. Like, I did watch the...
I know, but if you enjoy stuff about time travel, give it a shot on your own. You won't.
We'll see. You won't. I mean, watching stuff on my own, I watched 2 episodes of The Movies That Made Us.
Okay.
Like this mini documentary on Netflix.
Yeah,
it's based off like The Toys That Made Us, which is like they take some toy franchises from the 80s, early 90s, probably 70s also, and talk about them. These ones, they're talking about some 80s movies, 80s, early 90s movies.
Okay.
So I watched the 2 episodes dealing with Home Alone and Ghostbusters.
Nice.
And some things that I learned. I don't want to spoil it, but I'll give you some fun little tidbits, which you can probably find out on IMDb. What?
Think I'm gonna remember anything right now?
Probably not.
I mean, you were our IMDb king watching New Hope.
You're right, yeah, because I did do some research for Star Wars. But Home Alone almost didn't get made. Home Alone ran out of money.
Really?
They were with, I believe, Universal, I'm going to say, and they were like, nope, we're not paying this, so you're done. But John Hughes, I believe, was talking to, because he penned the script for Christopher Columbus.
He wrote the script,
yeah.
Yes, correct.
He was talking to somebody at Fox, and he's just like, yo, I'm making this this Christmas movie.
Okay.
And Fox is like, wow, that actually sounds pretty cool. If anything falls through, let us know. So there was apparently this one moment where some guy from Universal is going door to door, office to office, saying, pack up your shit, get the fuck out of here. And some assistant producer from Fox coming in, don't pack up your shit, we're back up to work.
That's awesome.
It just basically wax on, wax off, basically.
God bless John Hughes.
Right?
Another reason that guy is like my hero of the 80s.
Another one of the directors that set up his own cinematic universe, and even to a further note, is that technically if you watch if you watch Home Alone, you can honestly realize that the McAllister's house is only a few blocks away from like where Ferris Bueller lives and where
Chicago,
like Sherman High School is located and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Set it up in his own universe.
That actually, they mentioned that the school that they filmed a lot of the Breakfast Club in was a school that at that point was abandoned, and they basically filmed the entirety of Home Alone, and they built sets in the school.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, see?
Very cool.
One more fun thing to note, and that John Candy, completely per diem. His role there. He was just did it as a favor.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, the dude who delivered the pizzas got paid more.
Yeah.
And
Than
to
John.
be perfectly
No, I mean,
honest,
he got paid.
I mean, John Candy is just
John
Candy
was like, I'll do this for free.
Yeah,
And they had him for 24 hours. That was it.
Yeah, John Candy. He was like a treasure to the world.
Yes, he absolutely was. Like, and you got to admit, like, even like, you know, like his role was like, oh, you need to get home. What, you lost your kid? Well, yeah, it's Christmas. No, of course you don't know what the group the musical act I'm involved in. But yeah, we'll give you a ride, no problem. It's all good.
That can't happen now.
No, not at all.
No.
Yeah.
You lost your kid?
Too bad.
I mean, we just watched some wild stuff. About wild stuff. And then the Ghostbusters one, to be real quick, they didn't have the rights for the name Ghostbusters until the last second.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, because the Ghostbusters movie was some weird A-Team ripoff with a monkey. Like, it was very weird. You guys should check it out. They're like 40 minutes or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Game-wise, I was doing... you got something else you want to say?
I thought we were ping-ponging, but...
Oh, I thought
we got
we were
nothing else really to segue
I honestly thought we were about to bring up the Home Alone game from SNES.
Oh,
no.
That game was impossible.
That was a toughie.
All right, so game-wise.
Game-wise,
and then I guess I'll go into my games.
Yeah, we'll talk about some
Ghostbusters?
games, not Ghostbusters.
Oh, sure.
Pokemon. I finished up Pokemon Sword.
Okay.
I dug it.
Okay.
Excuse me, like the culmination of everything, like the final portion, the final act, was just like, all right. It was just kind of blah. Cool. You basically just there's no Elite Four or anything in the game. It's almost like another tournament against like the other gym leaders.
Sure.
And you're still capturing
you just kind of keep doing that. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Will you go back to it?
No, I won't go back to it. There's not like unless they give like free DLC or something like that.
Sure,
like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I've got a buddy at work that is just like he's in Pokemon on a whole nother level, and he's just like, when you make it a competitive team, and I'm like, that game is done. Credits rolled. I'm out. And I did enjoy it. Like I did like it. It's maybe not like my favorite generation of Pokemon. Maybe not even top 3, but it was fine. It got a lot of hate.
Episode.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Go back
that you remember.
Go back and listen to our Pokemon episode.
Who, you talking to me?
I'm talking to the nation.
Oh yeah. Hey Tom, you should. Well, you already did listen.
I have.
Yeah, you lived through it once.
Twice. Once and a half.
Yeah, once and a half.
Once and a half. We'll say.
Tom was very drunk.
It was, dude. It was recorded on my birthday. I was on vacation.
No, it's fine. Like, my question is like in a reference to Pokemon. When you see Pikachu now, do you hear Ryan Reynolds' voice?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Cool. I thought I would. Game-wise, I finally figured out how to do the first...
How to play Pokemon Go?
No.
Just to throw your phone out the window?
No.
Because nobody plays that game anymore?
How to do the...
they just got Buddy Pokemon.
How to do the DLC for... The first DLC for
the
Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Marvel Knights. So I have Moon Knight, Punisher, and holy shit, Moon Knight.
Blade?
Yes.
Okay.
Blade. You gotta go to the gauntlet and do like certain tests.
You have to unlock them. They don't just give them to you.
Exactly.
They
you gotta work
give
for them.
The opportunity to get these characters
Morbius is a
you
pain.
paid for.
I still don't have Morbius.
Michael
Michael Morbius, I will suck your plasma!
That's another running joke. We always do that. Which you would know if you listened.
Which nation you should be listening every 2 weeks.
How are they listening? If you told them to listen.
Well, we say
Paradox.
Exactly. We tell them every
So I'm glad you're able to get those characters unlocked.
Yeah.
Even because I didn't buy it on the season pass for that game. I would just get the free costumes. But they're not even. You don't unlock the costumes. You just unlock the opportunity to get the costumes.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's annoying.
You need coins and stuff.
You need to do the challenges, no?
You can go to another thing and be like, hey, do you want to unlock Captain America's when he's director of S.H.I.E.L.D. costume?
Oh, okay. Huh. All right.
I'm like, yes, I do.
Oh, all right. It's just as easy as that.
Exactly.
Done.
But all these unlockables are playable. You don't have to pay for them, correct?
Correct. Well, no, because I
you don't really have to put in effort for it. You could just split the buck for it.
Yeah, no, you got to put you pay the $20 for the season pass,
right?
And you got to put effort into getting them. Yeah, which I'm fine with.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's not like EA being like, "Hey, you want the rest of this game? $50 on top of the 50."
Don't get Tom started.
I want to start him on the EA. Let's see what happens. I want to get him on the Circling the Drain podcast to start him on the EA. See what happens.
Well, talking about EA real quick.
Shut down your F-bombs, but tell us how you feel about the undownloadable content.
I did. I played about an hour or two of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
I'm liking it so far.
Good.
I haven't put more time.
No, never mind.
I'm glad to hear.
What I did put some time into was the new Shovel Knight expansion.
Okay, cool.
King of Cards. So Tom, you played Shovel Knight, right?
I have, but not on Switch.
And you don't have it on any other system right now because you had it on Wii U. That is sold. You had it on 3DS, maybe.
That's how I got Spider-Man.
Right, so you unfortunately don't have the opportunity to play Shovel Knight.
I do not, as of now.
But King of Cards, I thought was probably my favorite expansion.
Okay. What's your favorite?
Well, my Shovel Knight OG is definitely my favorite. That is the core game that you get. Shovel Knight
Treasure Great game.
Absolutely awesome. Retro throwback, Shawn, Mega Man, DuckTales, sort of inspired stuff. King of Cards takes the character King Knight and basically gives you like a prequel story to what happens in Shovel Knight's campaign. And one of the hooks of the game is that it has a card game in it. I think it's called like Joustus or something like that. And I really did not like it until I started just powering my way through it and just using like the basic cards and just like all right, keep going, like rematch.
Sure, yeah.
And it was enjoyable. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of weird to say like I didn't get good at the game. I just kept throwing dumb cards at it.
You got okay.
I got okay at it. But the game itself, I thought was awesome.
That's good. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I really did enjoy that.
I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm going back to what stuff we've been watching.
Okay, cool.
Look,
because I got something to watch too. All right.
You screwed me up.
I screwed ourselves up.
I watched the Infinite Crisis started on CW, which was very cool. Infinite Crisis is the Arrowverse universe, where they have all the shows involved.
And now they've done this before, right? They've put like Arrow and Flash together,
right?
And,
but
like,
now they are taking all their shows, like. You know, and I know I was shitting on Batwoman with Ruby Rose.
Right.
After watching it, I was like, all right, I might give this series an honest shake.
Nice.
Seeing Kevin Conroy play a villainous Bruce Wayne.
So this is the hook. The hook is that they're taking a whole bunch of different television-based... Any movie? No, right?
Well, TV? Brandon Routh does play the Superman Returns.
True. Yeah, okay, so...
But it's also the Kingdom Come. Right. Because he has the Black S.
Right, yeah.
Tom Welling.
Black S.
Tom.
You mean he's not coming in playing Dylan Dog?
No.
Damn.
Tom Welling shows up as Clark Kent.
Right?
Yes. Okay. And so does the girl who played Lois Lane in that.
Okay.
She shows up.
Is she a little...
You're thinking of the girl that the Ruby Rose who plays Batwoman.
A little Ruby Rose.
Yeah, she's... she's
the
scissors.
lady with long hair. That was not what I was getting at.
Well,
I'm talking about...
I thought that was the illusion.
Someone got a little wonky eye?
Kate Bosworth has... Who was Lois Lane in the Brandon Routh Batman, Superman. She has a brown eye and a green eye.
Oh, maybe that's what's...
Everyone has a brown eye.
Cool side... I always found the cool side note about Smallville was the chick that played, the Smallville Clark's, adopted mother. She was Lana Lane in the TV series.
Yes, she was.
Which is awesome. She also played Nash Bridges' ex-wife.
It's very cool.
Did you also see Jason Todd from Titans? The Robin?
Yeah, very briefly. You see that.
Fuck yeah.
Lucifer from the show Lucifer that was on Channel 5 and is now on Netflix. He shows up. Constantine, not Keanu Reeves.
The
British Constantine,
right,
yes. He shows up. It's very cool.
That's very cool. And Burt Ward, right? Didn't he have a
Burt
bit?
Ward shows up,
awesome.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Had to clear his weird schedule of Sun and maybe 2 or 3 autographs at a convention.
He just wants a sandwich.
Going back to John
Catering's got
Hughes,
it.
circling back to John Hughes.
Yes.
John Cryer plays Lex Luthor in this,
right?
Which is, and he plays
Is he bald?
Small girl. Wow.
He was Supergirl's
Lex Luthor, right?
Right, and he was Lex Luthor's nephew in Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's very cool. It all wraps up January 14th with Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, so I will be...
So how many... So which have you seen already? Is it like...
I've watched them.
What is it, like chapters or something?
They
like
did...
episodes?
It started Supergirl on last Sunday.
Okay.
Then it went to Batwoman that Monday and Flash that Tuesday.
That's pretty cool.
And they didn't really want to compete with like Christmas
so
programming.
taking a pause.
So after the new year,
right,
it comes back.
That's pretty awesome.
It's very cool how they like work everything in. So
I hope they do something like they release it together.
Yeah, I really
might check
think
it out that way.
I really think they're just gonna do it as like, hey, like pretty much all these other all these other Earths have been getting destroyed.
Right.
So I think Earth 1 will be the prime Earth, and all these characters will be on one Earth.
So it won't be the fact that, like, the CW is like, we need to put our new programming out next month because ABC is showing the Charlie Brown Christmas special. We're going to get snorted out on the ratings.
That's probably the case, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
They wanted to... They knew when that was happening, so...
CBS is replaying the Grinch in the middle of December. We have to...
We're not fucking competing on Christmas Day with a Christmas story playing on loop.
TBS for 24 hours.
That log.
TBS and TNT. It plays on the loop.
Oh my God.
Simulcast right
there.
Yeah. Going back to what we watched, because I fucked up the rhythm. I watched Cabin Fever.
And I've had a lot more beers than you have.
True. Yeah, Cabin Fever.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
Fuck.
Wait, Cabin
it's grimy.
Fever, like,
Cabin the original
TV series
with
no.
Cabin Fever with Ryder Strong.
With Ryder,
a whole bunch of other idiots.
You can't watch it because it's about like people's skins falling off.
There's a lot.
Wait, are we talking
not
about...
Cabin in the Woods?
No. Cabin Fever. That's the one where like one of the main characters is Sean from Paul.
Yeah, Ryder Strong.
Yeah. No, that movie was gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just...
Yeah, like where the girl's like shaving her legs in the bathtub and like she's just cutting herself deep.
Yeah.
That was like the chicken test in high school. And I'm sitting there, I was like, ew, no, I don't want to do that.
Test?
Oh, that might have been only a,
What the fuck? You're going to have to explain.
So, chicken test...
Yeah, he's going to have to explain, because we went to the same high school, and I have no idea what he's talking about.
Dude, the chicken test where, like, people will sit there and, like, rub your forearm.
Right.
And, like, pretty much, like...
Give you, like, an Indian rub burn?
No, like, give you, like, pretty much give you, like, a first or second degree burn.
Right.
Okay.
And, like, and if you pulled away, ooh, you're a chicken.
Oh.
Yeah, the chicken... You know exactly what I'm talking about now.
Yeah, like...
That was called the chicken test.
That's bizarre.
That's funny. I was at a holiday party, and I was talking to a guy about my age. We were talking about Bloody Knuckles.
Right.
Like that game. And I was like,
Bloody
that's not
Knuckles.
a game! You're like, we're adults now. What the fuck are
I used
we
to play
doing?
slaps.
You guys would get donkey punched in your fucking house. Get punched in the back of the head.
We used to find that funny.
Playing WCW versus NWO or something like that.
What?
I'm telling a story that your brother beat the shit out of you or something because
you never played slaps?
I did play slaps.
Right,
I'm talking about the Vogelsberg household was a little rough.
But yes, Cabin...
Oh, no. I've actually been firsthand for the Vogelsberg SmackDown. Showdown. Sorry, it wasn't a SmackDown. When Tommy Cash and his older brother used to play Texas Hold'em, and it would come down to, like, them two betting hard knuckle. They would put their money away, and they would put punches to the face. No, I'm sorry, slaps to the face.
It was punches.
Well, I'm sorry, to precate. It initially started as slaps to the face, but as the game progressed over the weeks, it turned into punches to the chest and then punches to the forehead because they didn't want to break noses.
No. It got to the face a couple of times.
Well, either way, whoever won the showdown, the best hand, got to pop the other brother in the grill. And it got vicious to the point where all of us bystanders were just like, oh, I think somebody's going to have to drive him to the hospital. I think blood's expended. Yeah, it got rough. But yeah, during Texas Hold'em games, people not even people.
The
two brothers used to duke it out.
Yeah, it was fucking... It would get brutal. But yes, Cabin Fever.
Funny side note, I used to I would have a full house and be like, I want to see a Vogelsberg Showdown. I'm going to tuck this. No, I got nothing, guys.
But yeah, no, Cabin Fever, disgusting.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Cabin Fever 2 is worse, actually.
You watched the second one? What the fuck, man?
Because we did this thing where just like, we got another hour and a half to burn.
Right.
Nothing happens within the first hour.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's so dumb. And there's nobody in that movie.
Yeah,
I hate to say Ryder Strong's a nobody, but like Ryder Strong was somebody.
Sadly, he was a nobody.
But like he was somebody then.
He was somebody in the 90s.
And there was nobody in this one too. And we read the synopsis for Cabin Fever 3.
Jesus Christ, there was a third one?
Yep. And it actually starred Sean Astin. So.
How the what? Now I have to watch that? Son of a bitch.
You gotta watch all three now.
Sam Gamgee, you're better than that.
I think that's all I've been up to. Tom?
Yes, that's all I've been up to.
Yeah. That's all we've been up to.
Woo!
So the big oh god!
Wow,
McClanky. The big topic for the episode, like we discussed, is we're going to be talking about Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker.
There you go.
We seen it. You should have seen it. Hopefully, you should see it. Because we're going to talk about it and we're going to spoil it. So, spoiler alert, spoiler warning. I'm not going to tag anything, guys. I'm sorry. This is it. Skip ahead to the end. I'm sorry. Thank you for listening.
Don't listen.
Listen to the outro. We might have some special stuff, but listen to the outro. You can check that timestamp. But we're talking about Rise of the Skywalker. Maybe we'll talk about the Star Wars. Whatever. Rise of Skywalker, spoilers, right off the bat. I'm sorry. They're all dead. No, I'm kidding. So...
well,
you're
really not.
There's quite a body count.
Yeah, there's a big body count in this movie.
So, how did everyone like it, first off? Let's get to them.
I personally, I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I definitely liked it better than Last
Jedi.
Last Jedi. I was called Rise of Jedi.
Rise of the Shitstorm.
And honestly, I think I liked it a little bit better than Force Awakens.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think out of the 3 sequel trilogy movies,
I feel this might have been the strongest.
Watch this one more than twice.
Right. Okay.
Which isn't a knock against the quality of them.
You have access to them.
I do have access to them. It doesn't stand up there yet like your Empires and your New Hopes and your Rogue Ones. You know what I'm saying?
Rogue One will always be number one.
Sean, what's your take on Star Wars? We didn't really, we haven't really checked in with you as far as that goes. Big fan?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, big fan to...
What's your top Star Wars movie?
The top Star Wars movie, I have to agree with, the cash man over there. Rogue One incredibly blew my doors off to capacity where I was like, wow, this movie, just syncs up every question I had about the original trilogy. How did they get this information? And the movie literally leaves off a good 45 minutes before A New Hope continues. Pretty much, and I just thought it was a seamless, introduction to the original 3 that we all grew up on and loved and just were entertained by.
Absolutely.
So much so, set our lives by and things.
As out of the top 9 episodes, though,
out of all of
favorite?
them in general, my favorite would absolutely be Rogue One. Secondary, kind of going hand in hand, my favorite Star Wars movie has always been A New Hope.
Okay,
and kind of maybe being the first Star Wars movie, obviously, I had ever seen. I know a lot of people now say A New Hope is just long, drawn out, and just it's a little bit too long for me, whatever. A
New Hope
that movie is just awesome.
Yeah. And Nation, obviously, check out Rude Boys Go to the Movies, Episode 2. Star Wars, Episode 4, A New Hope, because we talk over A New Hope, which is a completely original idea. Just check your
No one's ever done that.
No one's ever done anything like that goddamn thing.
This was an original idea.
So, you're a man of culture, obviously.
Yes.
Rogue One, A New Hope, that's
Yes.
up there.
Mm-hmm.
The sequel trilogy.
Yes.
How do you feel? Force Awakens was obviously the nation's heard us talk about Last Jedi and Force Awakens.
Right.
What are your thoughts? How has that been handled in your eyes?
The most recent trilogy, I kind of feel like I'm very, double-sided.
Okay,
I kind of
fine.
feel that Disney went in for the cash grab of, like, we're going to introduce to millennials a new section of heroes that we can depend on and love and everything like
Okay.
that. I kind of feel that they just remade the original trilogy. The second movie,
Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi, I've only seen like 3 times at this point, just because. And I've explained it to the Rude Boys before, is like, I don't have the same issues that the rest of the internet does and everything like that. My biggest issue was the comic relief in the opening sequence of the movie.
Yeah,
is you get, General Admiral whoever Hux being all like high and mighty and just evil, Domhnall Gleeson playing it up, and then all of a sudden you get Poe Dameron being like, "I'm sorry, this is a bad connection. I
Right,
can't hear you.
goofing
What's
around,
going
goofing
on?"
around.
Like, and that was 5 minutes into the movie. I
Yes.
kind of feel like it could have been more justified and more relegated had it been like a half an hour, 45 minutes in, whatever. But like me
They could
personally,
have handled it differently, too.
Yes.
Like, if they wanted to show the immaturity of Poe, they could have done that with having him be reckless, which you have
Absolutely.
seen him in
Sure.
Force
Yes.
Awakens, being a fucking hot shot, sort of like, nah, fuck you, I got this, do that, instead of being a child.
Yeah.
And that was my issue with The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And in retrospect, a lot of my issues coming out of the original viewing of Last Jedi have kind of subsided.
Right.
I've been okay with a lot of stuff, like people saying, "Oh, Luke wouldn't have done this," or "Why Rey did this," or "Snoke," blah blah blah. Like, whatever. That is what it is. That little bit though with Poe,
Yes.
like I was like,
See, every time someone's like, "Oh, sorry, bad connection," I just think Pulp Fiction. Prank caller, wrong number.
you're talking to me on a cellular phone.
Like
prank
that's
calling,
all
prank
I
calling.
hear. Like,
And I mean, as much as like I did enjoy The Force Awakens, and I was so happy for a new Star Wars that wasn't like before the fact of like the original trifecta and everything.
okay.
However, I kind of just felt that Poe Dameron has always been a poor man's Han Solo.
I
Like,
agree.
Full force
That's
to
fine,
the
yeah.
The effect of the
Full
word.
force.
Like,
I mean, he
Yeah, no pun
kind of
intended.
takes the Han Solo and the X-wing pilot Luke
yes,
Yeah.
and makes a character
Yep.
out of that. In the same
Absolutely.
way that, like, Rey takes the Jedi stuff and the kind of the I'm going to say, like, pit crew mechanic of Han Solo as one
Right.
character.
sure, yep.
agreed.
Finn does some stuff, whatever.
I'm not a Finn fan.
Not a Finn fan? Not a fan of Finn?
Not a fan of Finn. Not a Finn
Why?
fan.
I honestly, I think it. Stop baiting me.
No.
I honestly,
I'm a master at it.
I know.
Yeah, I like to consider myself a master debater.
Yeah, and I was wrong. I was wrong about Poe.
Yeah, I like master
You
debating.
were wrong
Me
about
too.
Poe, that's
I
right. So
was.
ever since you were saying it, that Poe was going to turn.
That's correct. Right.
I do like that they kind of kept that trifecta kind of together. Like,
But it was brought to light in this current episode, Rise of Skywalker,
Yes.
that he does do shady shit.
Right.
yeah, because that's the Han Solo.
I know.
Portion of him,
but
you
they
know,
also allude to him being a spice runner.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
his.
right, cool.
Maybe that's the shady
Cocaine!
shit he's doing.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
slanging coke in the intergalactic universe.
I don't think so.
Um.
Which, I mean, that's not really a spoiler in it, so we haven't really gotten into spoiler
Yeah.
territory.
Oh,
yet.
wait.
Yeah.
But so going back to the jokey jokes of The Last Jedi,
Yes.
they were very limited in this episode.
Yeah.
They were.
Like I think maybe there might have been like no more than 5 portions where it was like either I laughed or maybe I rolled my eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like that was fine. Having the little creature tinker around and C-3PO's head, that
Yeah.
was like, okay, like
Yeah.
it's goofy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like it.
I mean, going back to episode 8.
Okay.
Episode 8,
8,
real
7,
quick.
6, 5, 3, 0,
My biggest issue, and then we can leave episode 8.
Right. We
My big-
did a whole episode of it.
8,
My
6,
biggest
7,
issue-
5,
I-
3, 0.
And my biggest issue is Super Leia.
Super late. That was a lot of the internet's like squibs and squabbles about the new movies.
That was
like,
my
when that
honestly
first came out.
But
That
in
They
this,
kind of retcon to kind of make it okay.
yes, this movie
which we'll talk about.
this
yes.
movie made it okay.
Yeah. So, Rise of the Skywalker. The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're getting down to the
We're
spoilers.
getting down to it. Obviously, they needed to do some sort of damage control after The Last Jedi.
Rian
We're not even
Johnson.
going to talk about Solo because people like we dug it.
Yeah, I think all three of us are on the
I
same
chat
page.
on it.
absolutely love
Whatever.
that movie.
It's
Yeah.
a side story.
Whatever.
We're
Yeah,
but
exactly.
the Star Wars brand needed a little bit of like. They needed to take a step back.
So they
needed
brought
to
J.J.
reassess. So they
Abrams
brought J.J.
back.
Abrams
That
back.
was I
Which,
mean,
honestly,
really,
I feel like he should have just done all three. I don't know why they wanted to mix it up.
I think he was. I think
Because
he was
he's-
obligated to do other shit.
Sure.
Was it? But wait, didn't J.J. Abrams like kind of clear up some of Marvel also?
No,
Or no?
Oh.
no, you're
No,
thinking
Star Trek?
No, J.J.
He
Abrams
did Star
Trek.
Trek. Yes, he did. You're
he
thinking
did
Joss
Star Trek
Whedon.
and then
Oh, right, yes. I'm
And
sorry.
then
Like,
and Joss Whedon destroyed.
I'm sorry.
Justice League.
Theatrical magicians that start with J. My bad.
Yes.
I got confused.
I feel like they probably
Yes.
should have just kept it as
It's
one.
like this dude
director.
made Firefly. Let's give him it in a space movie.
Yes,
The whole
Yes.
the whole sequel trilogy should have stepped with one director.
Yeah,
Nothing
absolutely, I
against
agree.
really the core of The Last Jedi, but just like they should have
Well-
had it one concurrent thing. Obviously, the original trilogy had
George Lucas.
George Lucas and Irvin Kushner.
Irvin
I
Kershner.
believe.
Yes.
And whoever
Which we could
directed
see the movies got
Jedi.
better as Irvin Kershner went into
Right.
the director's poll and George Lucas just continued
Sure.
to write,
Producing. Yes.
produce, and write.
But obviously, George Lucas directed all of the
So-
prequel trilogy.
The new trilogy,
Yeah.
though, like, who directed?
So J.J.
Force
Abrams
Awakens.
did Force Awakens.
Okay.
Ryan Johnson did The Last Jedi.
Right.
And J.J. Abrams returned for The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
And
Now,
I
what else did Ryan Johnson direct?
Ryan Johnson did the movie
Did
that's
he
out
have
right
good
now
street
called...
cred beforehand?
he did Looper.
Okay.
He did, I believe the movie out right now is Knives Out.
Oh, shit. Wow.
that's him.
Oh, my goodness.
He's
that I
done,
do
he's
wanna
done some
see.
other stuff, but not like
Can I
big
just say that
budget
Knives Out
blockbuster
is the
things.
greatest movie I've seen this year?
There you go.
Like, that
Ryan
movie
Johnson.
was phenomenal. So much so that I didn't realize that he directed The Last Jedi. I'm going to go back and watch it again and probably like it more
you go.
because I love Knives Out so much.
Richard Marquand directed Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay,
by the
cool.
way.
So there you go.
Okay.
He passed, right?
Yeah, what else did
believe
he
he passed.
direct? Anything?
Okay, we're not talking
reasonable?
about Return of the Jedi.
No, we're not,
Fucking
but we're
cat.
talking Star
Nothing.
Wars. But
Nothing at all.
nothing. So, Shot in the Dark.
Born and
The guy
died to
that
do
directed
Return of the
Cats
Jedi.
is
Yeah.
just awesome. Yeah, okay.
So
Moving along.
We won't
So
talk about
J.J.
that
Abrams
shit.
had I hate to say it, is back against the wall because he
Right.
needed to try to rehabilitate the Star
Absolutely.
Wars brand,
I agree.
and I think he did that.
Disney was like, "Oh my God, help us! Please
They
help
spent
us!
so much on this money.
We know
And-
you've put out fires before theatrically. Please help us!"
And having things like The Mandalorian come out and
Helped.
Jedi Fallen Order, the Star Wars brand,
Helped,
I feel
yes.
has kind of been on a
Oh,
bit
you
of an
mean
upswing.
the Baby Yoda show? Right.
Maybe Yoda show, yes.
Yeah.
I think that Rise of Skywalker had a lot against it because it needed to. I don't want to say backpedal because because I'm trying to give respect.
It
to
had a lot
Ryan
of damage
Johnson.
control.
It had a lot
Yeah,
of damage
I
control
would
to
say
it.
so.
Yes.
I would say much more. It was damage control
Yes.
than anything. Like it had a weight on its shoulders
Right.
to redeem itself from the last. one.
Right. So it's like, who's Rey's parents in Last Jedi? They're nobodies. In The Rise of Skywalker, well, yeah, but it turns out that their daddy is Emperor Palpatine, who's back.
yeah.
So Rey is Emperor Palpatine's
I mean,
granddaughter.
Which I still think is BS.
I kind of feel
It is
like
what it is. Who gives a fuck anymore?
I'm sorry, listeners, but
shit.
spoiler alert. I
Oh
kind
yeah,
of feel
spoiler,
that.
spoiler. Yeah, don't worry.
I just like to placate when I podcast.
I already kind of bombed right there.
I kind of feel that
Yeah, you
because Supreme Leader Snoke didn't seal the deal as the greatest villain ever.
They had to bring Palpatine
backtrack
back,
and
which
be
is
like, I
exactly,
alien
damage
resurrected
control.
the shit
Yep,
out of
damage
that,
control.
whatever.
Yep.
Like, let's just damage
Yep.
control this. Hey, J.J. Abrams, can you lost the crap out of this for us? Thanks.
pretty
We're-
much.
What
we're
I
good.
Like a
really,
smoke
what,
monster.
Yeah.
what, one of the things
Remember what you did with Star Wars did with Star Trek to placate to all the millennials? Can you do that, please?
the thing that I really enjoyed about this episode was seeing Rey use the Force. Like when they were on that Star Destroyer,
Mhm.
you know,
Doing the Jedi mind
you know,
trick.
oh well, we're fine, or when she thought she fucking accidentally killed Chewbacca.
That was another thing,
that
man.
was intense. I was sitting there.
Did you guys think that... I mean,
honestly,
they didn't let that moment breathe.
They didn't at all.
And I'm just like, they just killed Chewbacca.
I know, because
I guess they did.
Because I'm sitting there, I was like, wow, they just wiped out the whole original trilogy.
Pretty much, yeah.
In one fell swoop. I mean, let's face it.
They didn't kill Leia, really, technically.
No, nature did that.
But
God
then that
took
happened.
her away.
But then that happened.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
anyway,
honestly, the whole Chewbacca situation was really like a moment. Like, we were not expecting it to the point where it was just like, oh my god, like a major character was just destroyed. And then all of a sudden they kind of like just reevaluated it. It was like, oh no, we had two, spoiler alert, we had two transporters and one got exploded and the other one has a
right. So I was very surprised that they were gonna do that. And, but then when that didn't happen.
I know.
Like,
right.
Okay.
And like, all right. Let's face it, at the end, Kylo Ren ends up redeeming himself.
Yes.
But when he thought Chewbacca died in that transport, you saw his face like,
oh, okay.
I just lost.
I think it was a matter of...
I think he was just like, I just lost the last remaining...
I don't think he gave a fuck at that
point. I know. He did. I think
it was a matter of the Force lightning coming out at the same time to solidify... what was going on?
Honestly, if you even go back and rewatch The Force Awakens, when he kills his father, and he's like, "I need help" or whatever, and Finn and no, I don't even think Poe is there. I think it's just Finn and Chewbacca, and Chewbacca makes this noise, and fucking Kylo, whatever, Ben, whoever, looks over and he hears it and he looks and he's like, that giant carpet has been there since I can fucking breathe. Like, he knew the shit. Like,
I think he was heartbroken. I think he was slightly heartbroken that
on the odd chance that he might accidentally killed his step carpet of a father, godfather or something.
Not everyone is an emotionless monster.
No, it's true.
No, I was emotional.
Oh my god,
when that happened, but
I was sitting there.
I was just so like, okay, I guess that's how they're doing it.
Listen, let me break it down.
Okay.
If let's say like
you're wearing a fucking shirt
let's,
with Chewbacca
let's
on
put
it
this
right now.
out here right now. Like, some people are Jedi, some people are Sith. You and your lady love have a fucking kid, and the kid grows up and becomes bad news and accidentally kills Tom. That kid will feel bad that he killed the Chewbacca guy.
Kill Chewbacca. That's the thing.
But he thinks he did, and he'll still feel bad about this sweatshirt and this hoodie and this beer cracking motherfucker in this seat right now. He would feel some bad news. So your Jedi kid would feel the woes of tapping out this guy. Just putting it out there.
Why do I gotta die?
I agree that
because
I don't think
it was emotional.
Because this is the Rude Boys show, and I have to reference the Rude Boys as the people involved.
That's fine.
But had this been the Circling the Drain show, I would have talked about somebody else. But he's not here, so whatever.
But like, honestly, I was just like sitting. I was like, "Wow, you motherfucker!" Like,
I thought that's what they were doing.
And then you find out that he's
fine.
He's fine. Thank God, he's fine. I mean, I really enjoyed Kylo Ren throughout these three movies.
Okay.
Minus the pointless topless scene in Episode 8, which I don't understand. I really think I really just
it was just a little
yeah, I think they need a new big bad.
Right.
But they also needed
emo generation.
But they also needed someone who could be redeemable.
Right, sure.
And I think.
But could that go back into like, oh, we didn't really want to make Kylo Ren the big bad. We needed to make him, because he was Supreme Leader by the end of The Last Jedi because he killed Snoke.
Right.
So like, is that what they were like? Oh, we need someone else. We need someone bigger and badder. Who do we got? Nobody. All right.
I mean, let's
bring back Palpatine.
Yeah. Well, Palpatine is always a safe bet. Is what you're saying.
But what would have helped the whole process along is if there was a bit of a hint to make me think that this was planned. And I know it wasn't.
I disagree the fact that we didn't get a hint. I like the fact that we didn't know Palpatine was coming back until that first trailer dropped.
You're absolutely right. But
you
gotta think about if you're watching movie 1, 2, 3, not 7, 8, 9 in a row. Oh, he's back.
Right.
Guess who's back? Back again. Sheevy's back.
To be honest, I think sadly what really failed was the theatrical movies as opposed to the story. Like, they had a solid story, and then The Last Jedi just got, like, the stink treatment online, and, like, everybody on the internet shit on it to the point where they were like, we have to backtrack, let's recalibrate this story and everything. I kind of feel had everybody enjoyed, or the internet didn't function, had everybody enjoyed The Last Jedi a little bit more, I kind of feel that this movie would have been a little, if not a different movie altogether.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Other changes that I know people are talking online, the character of Rose isn't really, definitely takes a back seat because she was definitely featured in The Last Jedi.
Yeah. And I know that twisted a lot of people's nips.
Right. Why did it have to be nips? I think something like that kind of unfortunately is what it is. I don't want to look I'm not looking at any ulterior motive or anything like that. I just think it's a matter of, like, they needed to focus on these core 3 characters.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then, they needed, Rose had her role in, I'm going to say the Rebel Alliance, in the Resistance that she needed to fulfill. And she was doing that. I'm not trying to apologize or anything like that. But, like, yeah. Is that again a reaction for The Last Jedi? I don't know, but
I mean,
whatever.
You know what? They didn't make her take a total back seat.
Right.
She was there in the final battle. Excuse me.
Wow, wait, all right.
Chewbacca just came through. Sorry.
Chewbacca.
Chewie. She was there. She was there for the final battle, so she did not take a back seat. I know a lot of people were shipping her and Finn.
Right, because they had seen something.
I agree.
But you know what? I mean, fucking... People were shipping Poe and Rey.
People were shipping Poe and Finn, too.
Yeah, I mean, people were shipping fucking
Right
Poe.
off the bat of The Force Awakens, they were like, oh, Poe and Finn. First,
dudes.
Both dude couple in the
People were shipping fucking Poe and Chewbacca.
Yeah,
like, like...
I honestly, after seeing...
The internet is such a shit-ass place.
I mean... Except for the Rude Nation. Thank you,
Except for the Rude Nation.
Thank you for listening.
And the Drainers.
And the Drainers.
The Drainers?
Listen up. Yeah, apparently we call our fans the Drainers. And we actually wrangled because we're circling the drains, so we just go, whatever, say, we're the Drainers. But we've just wrangled 2 other countries. Aside from the U.S., we are now having fans in England and Australia.
Cool.
So,
back to Star Wars.
Down under. So, back to Star Wars. What I think they were trying to push, and I don't know if you guys were just talking about it because I just went to take a whiz, was I think they were really trying to pair Rose and Finn together to get a intergalactic mixed race baby.
Right, because the
universe black and Asian
has...
They want a
they never had that
they wanted a Tiger Woods.
They want a Blasian hero. Tiger Woods is doing good on Earth in golf, even though he got beat up by his wife because he was cheating, because money went to his head. But they were looking for an intergalactic somebody.
Do you have Tiger Woods issues? Because this is the second time Tiger
No,
Woods
not at all.
up.
I just think it's weird that, like, he, money went to his head and he lost all of it because he thought, like, I need new booty.
Well, that's what happens. That's what happens. I can't wait till...
stick with whatever booty you got, be proud you have it, and keep your money. Stop Tiger Woods and shit.
I can't wait till I have money so I can get any kind of booty.
Hey, listen.
I mean,
you don't
I
need
really
money to get booty. Just lower your standards.
I really
he's wrecking the fucking joint, this guy.
You just leave empty Arizona cans on your table
and
they make noise.
Come on.
See?
Wrap it up.
Thank you, Arizona.
They make noise when they fall.
No need to yell.
Yeah, no need to yell. Plenty loud right now.
We're all in earshot.
That's why the Rude Boys don't invite the Drainers. They get loud.
No. We just record on different days normally.
Pretty much the same day.
Yeah, same day. I really thought Rey was going dark. Because that one scene in the trailer where you see her with like the red.
I didn't.
But then that whole thing, and you know what?
I'm glad.
I'm glad it all worked out the
say-
way it did.
Can I say, had she gone dark, she would have been the hottest Sith Lord ever. Like, when they were showing and, like, she was all like, I'm dark as hell and I have a double lightsaber. I'm like, you have a smile that would light up a room and I love you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
damn,
no, I agree.
Like, you
I
will
agree.
be the most attractive Dark Lord ever.
I will kneel for you.
Totally.
But I think instead of Rey turning dark,
Yes.
I liked the
fact that
redemption of Kylo / Ben turning
absolutely.
light. Especially, and it happened a lot earlier than I thought.
Yeah, like,
with
I mean...
the battle at the one of the
Death
moons
Star.
of Endor, at the Death Star
Right, yeah,
wreckage, and him throwing the lightsaber away, and having a conversation with a memory of his father.
Right,
Han.
and let's talk about how Rey is technically the reason that Leia died.
Huh?
Because she severed that connection.
No, I
when
think...
no. When Leia made that connection to Ben,
Yeah.
that's when that's when Rey stabbed him.
Right.
Well,
And
the moment,
and it's kind of like being on the astral plane. Once you're tethered to another mind, and
I
that
don't
mind
think it's
dies
that.
for a split second, your body
I think
doesn't get shot back.
I think it's completely coincidental that Leia, who is a mild force wielder, used all of her strength to do something that these two, as we've learned in this episode,
Powerful.
very strong, very polar force wielders can do.
Right.
She used all that strength to reach out to Ben.
Okay.
And in that moment of hesitation that Ben had, Rey killed him. And I think it's just a complete coincidence that happened at that same time.
Okay.
I don't think Rey had anything to do with it. I'm sure.
I'm not saying.
I'm sure it might have
was
been
accidental.
perceived that way. Yeah, but I don't think it was a matter of,
I mean, then again,
She
if
killed
you,
him.
If
Okay,
you
okay.
draw,
I'll take that.
if you draw back to The Last Jedi, Luke used his very last bit of power to fight Kylo Ren.
Right.
And,
He's
then all
a
of a sudden,
very
he
strong
brushed his
force
shoulders
wielder.
off like a G and faded off into nowhere, and the internet shit on themselves, and they were like, fuck that,
But he also
that
wasn't
sucks,
really
whatever.
there, so...
I kind of feel that,
He wasn't.
Luke and Leia are twins, and they use that last bit of energy, and they're getting up in age and stuff like that. So maybe they're staring down the barrel of non-existence. So they use their last bit of action. Luke using his last bit of action to fit it into Rey to battle out, and then he's just astral projects himself to win the battle and just dust it off. And then, Leia coming through, they kind of showed the flash... Well, not even kind of, spoiler alert. They did show the flashback battle of them fighting each other, and she was like, I don't want to be a Jedi, my son's going to die.
I thought that
whatever.
was...
So,
and that was
liked
good,
it.
that handled... That gave a little bit of oh, right, yeah, Leia...
She's a force wielder.
That's also an extended universe sort of thing.
It
too.
is, which I'm glad
Leia
they
dabbled.
included.
And
Yeah, she dabbled. She's the daughter of Anakin Skywalker.
I'm not
so,
100% sure because I haven't gotten in there yet, but book-wise, I feel like I'm putting it out real quick, nothing too deep and nerdy, but I'm almost I'm under the impression that Leia was slightly a more powerful Jedi than Luke was. However, she didn't want to wield her powers, going back to the movies, because something happened between her family that, just represented because she became a Jedi.
Yeah, again, I don't know how the books...
Yeah, there's 50,000 of them written by 18 different people.
And they're all non-canon now.
Exactly.
So it really doesn't,
It doesn't affect us.
I'm sorry, I forgot about the canon law on the Rude Boys podcast. My bad.
Well, no, it's not the canon law on ours. It's canon law Disney.
In general.
Disney wiped out that.
Disney's fuck these books and these guys. We're not making money.
But,
Actually,
and then...
speaking of wiping out, having all these Star Destroyers show up, and then them saying that, they all have planet-killing...
Yeah.
I rolled my eyes at that, because I'm like, here we go with the Death Star
Yeah,
powers
what was
again.
that all,
my God.
BS and
But again,
bad
it's
manners?
Sith lasers! That's pretty much what that is.
Sith lasers! I mean, really, they kind of just prop that up as all these destroyers were conjured up by magical people.
I think they've been building
them
for decades after the end of Return of the Jedi. Probably even before the end of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that, I mean, honestly, that portion of the story seemed very Disney cash grabby like stupid.
Just like oh, we need
a plot.
more enemies.
We need
more
toys.
bad guys. Yeah.
We need toys.
But having the whole First Order and then the Final Order, that was kind of cute.
I like that.
And then also like his whole the Order 66. Like, all right.
And the idea of
you have a thing for that, Palpatine. I get it.
And the whole idea of like, you know, again, I do this kind of, but spoiler alert, the whole idea of like Finn basically finding his people. Of like disenfranchised, forced into the order, like, you know, stormtroopers that they were like, we gave up, we left. I was like, good shit.
Right, yeah,
all right.
Yep.
What was that crack a smile for? Oh, bring it out. You know,
I'll tell you later.
You can't bring it on the... All right.
No.
I'm not going to get Tom in trouble.
Yeah. You want to get me in trouble?
Okay, well, for you listening on a special edition of the Circling a Drain podcast, we're going to get Tom to fucking unleash what he wanted to say without the F-bombs.
Yeah, if you're going to get blocked on Facebook real quick on that.
Yeah. But you know,
that'll be an After the Dark episode.
I really enjoyed the final battle.
Up on YouTube.
There you go.
Yes.
I like the final battle where Palpatine was trying to get like Rey to like kind of be like, and then like, you know, the whole like
the horde of a crowd of 10,000 like Death Eaters.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Yeah, that was
like,
a little weird.
But like, you know,
they were Sith, not Death Eaters. Wrong nerdy universe. My bad.
But I honestly thought they were gonna make Palpatine like Voldemort, basically.
Yeah,
right.
Which I don't want to spoil for.
That's fine.
But they go back. But they go back. You know,
they made him a little dark wizard.
Yeah. But they go back to the whole like, you know, Rey and Kylo Ren being like connected.
Right.
And she, you know, he's about to get destroyed by the Knights of Ren. Right. And then all of a sudden, she connects with him and like gives him a lightsaber.
I'm assuming she dropped it and then
he probably force grabbed
it. Yeah.
And the fact that it was Luke's lightsaber means a whole lot.
Right. That was cool. Yeah, because I mean, initially,
because she had Leia's.
Right.
And also, again, in the books, and it was made reference in this series a little bit in The Force Awakens, Luke was originally Ben Kenobi's
master or
trainer and everything like that.
Right. Luke was Ben Kenobi's apprentice.
Ben Skywalker.
Ben Skywalker.
Oh, trainer. Okay. That's what he meant. I'm sorry.
You mean Ben Solo?
I'm sorry.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Solo.
There's too many fucking movies, man. I've been reading too much Harry Potter. I can't pay attention anymore. I did not rewatch the series before the new movie. I apologize. I'm not getting names right.
So, you know, they have this whole huge battle, and you know, Rey dies. Kylo Ren comes back from getting dropped out into a ditch.
Right.
Somebody finally told him to put on a shirt.
Yeah. And he comes back, uses his life force to bring Rey back.
Right.
Which was something that was alluded to during the whole thing. Like, Rey was fixing injured animals and then actually helped heal Kylo Ben.
Yep.
At the not Kylo Ren, Kylo Ben.
Yes, Kylo Ben. I like that.
After the fatal blow that we were talking about
earlier,
changing
his name to Kylo Ben.
Okay.
Yuck.
And you know, so and he ends up disappearing like Jedis do when they die. Which a nice big redeemable action for Kylo Ren.
Yes, I agree.
Or, you know, he was Ben. I really thought they were going to put them together and they were going to rule the Jedis.
I thought that was a little weird, but I guess both of them are like, they had that connection that they were just like, man, we've both been through some shit right now.
Or you were going to find out
that you feeling this? I'm feeling this. And then
or you were going to find out that they were going to be related if they stayed together. Because that's the way it fucking goes in Star Wars.
I was waiting for an opening to another trilogy of them getting together and having a Sith baby. Like, that was
or Jedi baby.
Nah, they need to move on.
Yeah, it was going to be Sith.
You
need darkness to
and which was apparently what Rey was doing when she went back to Tatooine.
Yeah, she went back to Tatooine.
Luke and Leia's lightsabers.
Made her own lightsaber.
Yellow blade. Pretty dope.
Yeah.
And
Yellow.
then takes the name Skywalker.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Tom, the Skywalkers is still going to be fucking up the galaxy.
She decided to live the difficult life and become a moisture farmer, you know.
But not biological Skywalker.
Drink a lot of blue milk.
All in all, what'd you think? How many thumbs up?
I liked it. As far as in the scope of Star Wars movies goes, I don't think it's going to hit my top 5.
I'm not asking. I'm asking thumbs up.
So, but I did like it. There wasn't a lot of it that I hated. I'll give it 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up?
Yeah.
Sean?
Somebody has a copy of the new Star Wars tomorrow and wants to watch it. Do you watch it?
This one right now?
Yes. The new flick. Like, somebody's like, yo, let me plug in my
wanna
Fire
watch
Stick.
it
You want to
again?
rewatch the movie
Someone's got a
tonight.
bootleg.
You're sitting right here, right now. Would you watch the movie again?
I'm going to
you're
say
still
no,
absorbing.
because I'm still absorbing it.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin that. I want to let it sit for a while.
Right.
And then maybe in a couple months or something like that, or in a year, I will probably see it again.
So we got
but still, 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, Sean?
As a whole,
I'm just asking about this movie.
You could give it points, halves, or whatever.
As comparison to the new trilogy coming up and everything like that. Yes, I liked it a lot. I would give it 3 out of 5 as compared to the last one that I gave 2 out of 5.
How many thumbs you got?
I have a lot.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Shit,
I give this movie 2 thumbs and. Yeah, 2 thumbs.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not good to give any dick. It's fine.
Yeah. So
whatever. We were talking Pulp Fiction. I'd be like, this movie's all dick. Like,
alright, for me, this is a solid 2 thumbs up.
Solid 2
Yeah.
thumbs up.
Solid 2 thumbs
So there
up.
you heard it from your boys and Sean, our guest.
So somebody
2 thumbs,
has
6 thumbs
6
up,
thumbs up,
and more appendages that we could count.
My dick. My dick. My dick. My dick.
And on that note, Nation, thank you so much for joining us. This is our Christmas episode, Tom. This is the end of the year episode too. Thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? Like we're done. 2019 is done.
Crazy.
We're out. Enjoy your Christmas, Nation. So the next episode will be, I'm guessing, first week of 2020, right?
Yes.
Something like that. We've got our annual Best of the Year award show, the Rudies. The Rudies. So get ready for some polls online. We want to feel how you, the nation, have felt about video games, comics, TVs, movies, all that shit, from social media. So keep your eyes peeled on that, on our Facebook and our Instagram and all that stuff, which we'll get to in a second. But because this is our Christmas episode, Tom, we do the giving of the gifts.
Yes, we do.
So we have to do the giving of the gifts.
Yes.
So let's give these gifts.
I'm going to give you a gift.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
There you go.
There you go, Tom.
There you go.
I'm assuming this isn't a bag, mine is, so I'm
It's in 2 bags. Two bags. So you could go first.
He double bagged it because he know how much of a dirty bird he is.
I am a dirty bird.
Yes.
This is Secret Wars.
Yes.
Whoa. Oh shit! The original.
The original.
84, whatever. 1984.
Where our boy gets,
You threw me for a loop with this one there.
Believe me, I wanted to get you the original, my original idea, but apparently they drop it in and out of print so infrequently.
Right. I'm down with this, man.
Yeah.
I like this.
No, and I know you said you've never read it.
I have never read it, yeah.
So,
but I know of it, and I'm a big fan of it.
It's a classic, and it's something that I think everyone...
Ooh, I'm pretty excited for this.
Cool.
Thank you, Tommy.
Very welcome.
So, now open your gift, buddy.
All right. Let's see. I got some nice snowflake...
snowflake wrapping paper. There we go.
All right, so I got...
A little bit of physical media.
Zone of the Enders, the second run.
Because I know you were talking about Zone of the Enders.
Yeah.
We were talking about our big blitz for the 30th anniversary of PlayStation.
Oh, shit. And Shovel Knight.
And Shovel Knight. See what I did there? I baited you for that.
You
Masturbator right
here.
You
Wait
are,
a minute. You are a masturbator.
Threw this guy on a whole segment of how good Shovel Raider is and bought it for him.
Shovel Raider? Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight, that game too. You can tell I don't play video games. I don't talk about that shit on my show.
So that's the whole shebang of Shovel Knight right there. It's got all the expansions, all the...
I thought I was nerdy enough. I can't fit the bill on this one.
No, it has VR with it.
No, I'm saying that's... we could try some VR with that.
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's VR.
Very cool, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you, Tommy.
Merry Christmas.
One more bonus gift for your boys.
My dick. Sorry, no.
We got a little bit of a gifty from our good friends at Jameson.
Whoa!
Get a load of that, Tom.
Ooh,
what does it say back there from Jameson?
A tribute to the legacy of...
No, read the fucking etching, guy. Don't read the
tribute
label.
to the legacy of the Rude Boys.
Pretty much.
How many shows?
61?
61 something shows, going strong and living through into 2020. That's what it says on the back of the label.
Actually, no. Legitimately, it says on the glass.
The back of the bottle.
For real people.
It says, to the Rude Boys, congrats on 2,500 downloads.
Yeah!
That's pretty dope,
cool.
Right?
This will live here.
This will live here. Because it's a special episode, Tom.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Honoraries.
Boy.
Honoraries.
Honorary boy?
Ah, sure.
All right.
Oh.
Totally.
Rude Boy Special?
All right.
Rude Boy Special.
So, Tom, you want to explain to Sean what a Rude Boy Special is?
Rude Boy Special is you take a shot of Jameson.
Right.
And then you take a swig of whatever you are drinking.
Oh,
Usually
no.
it's Miller, but, I mean, whatever. We're
All right.
flexible.
All right. Well, just for the Rude Boy Special, I'm going to crank another Angry Orchard.
We may kill, this guy.
I'm not going to die, I promise.
He said, the day you die.
Yeah.
Is this why you
Today is not the day I die.
Is this why you put the tools out?
Sean, right.
Totally.
I can't get that
Boy.
shit open.
So, Drainers, if you're listening, this is a different experience altogether. I'm usually on the straight and narrow when we run our show, but, you know, I'm in the belly of the beast, and I'm hanging with the Rude Boys, so I'm doing what I gotta do. It's the holiday season. What do you want? And because I'm on the Rude Boys show, fuck it.
It's the holiday season.
For every shot. So whoop-de-doo.
All
right.
And shotty-dee shot.
Get some of this acoustic in. Ready?
Ooh, that.
Tommy, you do the shooties.
Ooh,
that is Jameson. What is that Black Label, right?
Black Barrel.
Black Barrel. Ooh.
Black Barrel.
Again, from our good friends at Jameson. Thank you so much.
All right, smile, Rude Boys. Yep, look.
Oh, both of us?
Yes.
Hang on.
We're doing this in tandem on the live chat.
On the Insta.
On the Insta.
Or whatever we're doing.
I just don't want to spill it on your phone.
Please don't. I could get on your phone.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully. It didn't even go. Come on. That's your Sean. All right. So.
Oh, fuck.
Where's the cork?
Oh, I got that. I got your cork right.
Oh, you opened me. Awesome.
Wow. We really go through all the steps on this show.
All right,
Shots.
Hey.
You son of a bitch, you spilled something. Right.
We're not professional on
We're doing a video on this right now.
Smile for the Rude Boys and the Rainers. There it is.
Boom.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Synergy
Shoot
right
it
there.
up.
We go. Here's to a Merry Christmas.
Amen.
Here's to a 2020 of synergy and fun and Star Wars and stuff. So here we go. Sean.
Yes.
Clink, drink.
Absolutely.
Clink, drink. Ready? Clink.
Clank.
Yeah. Here's to podcasters and listeners.
Clink.
Clank.
Get your beer, get your
Fuck
beer.
cards. Shit.
Clink and drink.
Blech.
Ooh, that is good.
That is. It's nice and smooth.
Jameson, thank you so much.
Sean.
Tommy, thank you so much.
Chris.
Sean.
Sherm, thank you so much.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That
Pictures,
dip
baby.
of silence was us taking a selfie.
Sorry.
You'll see it on all the social medias
Yes,
and shit.
which actually, you know what, social media, I guessed. Sean.
Yes.
Tell
Don't
us,
sit on your
tell us,
bottle.
What do they say at Hot Ones? What do you got going on? Tell us what you got going on. Where can they reach you? Where can the Rude Nation reach you?
Where the Rude Nation can meet me. Jesus Christ, I've been drinking too much with the Rude Boys today, but it's the holiday season, so it's fine. You can reach me on the Circling the Drain podcast on Facebook, on YouTube, one word, on Instagram, one word. You can also reach us on a whole shit ton of downloadable sites, which I will post on Facebook, probably on the Rude Boys page at some point, because I don't know which ones they are.
Perfectly fine.
Because my other boy on the other side of the situation does it for me, but however, I think I might have it logged into my phone, and I'm going to look real quick, but I'm not going to find it because I have too much shit, and they're going on, we're dealing with too much time here.
All
Shit!
Right.
Anyway.
So, Sean can be heard
every
Wednesday night.
Every
Circling
Wednesday
the Drain
night
on his social medias.
On Facebook.
Yep.
And
that he just mentioned.
Yes, like I just mentioned so many times over, and I'm out of words. Sorry.
It's all good.
I kind of fell apart. This was very last minute, and I'm on the fly at the moment. You understand how I work, guys?
They should understand how
you live and love my situation.
Whoa, take it easy. Ripping the studio apartment apart.
I'm not ripping the studio apart. The table that I'm sitting on is on wheels, and it rolled with me.
Hell yeah, it does. And Nation, thank you again for joining us. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2020. Our social medias are as follows. Twitter.com/RudeBoys469. Facebook.com/RudeBoys469. Instagram.com/RudeBoys469. Our YouTube page.
We have a YouTube?
Yes, we do, Tommy. You can reach that at bit.ly/rudeboys469. That is not right. bit.ly/rudeboysrudetube, and that is all lowercase. Sean, you want to interject with your shit?
Yes, actually,
right
I'm
ahead.
just going to jump right back on the button because I found my situation, and it is Circling the Drain podcast. We are showing up on a bunch of places so far. We can be downloaded on iTunes, Stitcher, Anchor FM, Google Podcast, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Spotify. And also because we are technologically evolved. If you have Siri, you can say, Siri, please play the Circling the Drain podcast, and she will play the latest edition of the Circling the Drain podcast for your ear holes to enjoy.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. See, we're adverse to that because that's just some Black Mirror shit.
And like mid-2020, we'll be on Alexa as well, and we'll be moving up in the ranks. And the Grindhouse radio station is up in the ranks too, and they're moving forward. And we're going to drag along the Rude Boys to follow. So be ready for that because big things are going down.
We'll drag you down.
We are not.
You want to travel all the way to the basement of upper class? The Rude Boys know where it's at.
We're familiar with basements.
Exactly.
Here we are.
The Rude Boys hang underneath the Thanksgiving, the kids' table at Thanksgiving for the Circling the Drain podcast. That's where the Rude Boys are. They're poking our toes.
Well, you guys are the kids' table?
Ready to come out. We are the kids' table at Thanksgiving. And you guys are underneath.
They're the adult table at
Thanksgiving.
No. Who are the adults?
Who is the adult table?
Oh, God, I don't even know. Yeah. That's like, that's people talking about, like, politics and shit like that. We're sitting here in the basement talking about comics.
So where else
they can also
get
the
Rude
us,
Boys?
We're on Apple and Google and Stitcher. And also, that's pretty much it. And, but Podbean Network, thank you so much for hosting our podcast. Podbean Network, you're beautiful. Thank you for a wonderful 2019, going to a 2020. And that is at rudeboys.podbean.com.
Use the force to flick that bean.
Wow.
If you want to hit me up on social media, I'm at twitter.com/Tesherms, TEH_SHERMS. And on Instagram, just no underscore. So TEHSHERMS. Tom, did you ever figure out your Instagram handle?
The Cashman80.
Oh, right. So, Tom, where can the nation find you?
You can get me on Twitter. Jameson, I will be hitting you up to thank you for this lovely bottle.
Yeah.
And you can respond to me at Tommy_Cash.
That's Cash with a K.
Cash with a K.
There it is.
Capital K.
And that's it. Sean, thank you.
Yes,
Nation,
Sean,
thank you. Everybody, thank you.
It's a lot of fun.
Thank you,
Drinking with the Rude Boys.
Thank you.
I love Christmas.
Thank you, Vader.
Happy Boxing Day.
Thank you, everybody.
Merry Christmas. I don't care who it offends.
Booyah.
This has been a presentation of the Rude Boys Podcast Network.
Oops.